Van. I'm just sitting here. I sit here, Van. Hopefully I can get on here. Let's see. We're live. Live. Now let me just see if I can click on this here button. I can see myself. I can see that I'm gaining weight. I can see it in my face. Oh, I can tell. I can tell. I actually got on the scale this morning, and guess what? I could tell I was gaining some weight. No, it just helped me just become aware of a change. See, I'm one that I don't worry about my feelings. I worry more about the truth and getting to the truth. So whenever I say that I'm overweight, I'm a little chunky right then, what it does, it forces a change in me. That's something that inspires me. Good morning, Kendall. If you're on here, let me know. Hit me up if you're on. Like, comment, say, hey, I'm here, dude. And share the stream. Gracie, Larima, Noah, where are you, Danny? Danny C, or do we like Danielle, or do we like New Girl? Leave a comment. Well, if I'm Grafton, good morning to you. You know, I can't read this topic, Van. Before you can win, you have to believe you're a winner. I have talked about this in great detail, great length with some of the guys and girls that were here before you guys and girls. This is a little exercise that you can do, that you can change your life. I learned this little trick from Brad Lee, and I made this post about something that he put on Twitter over the weekend, and it was talking about your brain needs to become a believer that you're a winner. And it can start out with little bitty things, and you can go up to bigger things. So there's little bitty things that I'm trying to teach the ones. Who's the first person you think of when I say this? I'm trying to teach people to hit targets, and one of the targets is to be here by 8:15. Who's the first person you think of? Who do you think of?
HM.
Good morning, Amanda. Thank you for getting on here. I appreciate you being on the show on Saturday. Today I'm going to teach you. Maybe you already know this, Amanda. But Hayden is the first person that we all name. Is that about, I mean, do you think people ever have a problem with how I call everybody out around here on the air, on the TV? Does that bother anybody? Is anybody ever offended by it? Are you going to be offended by it? We're about to see when we get that disc test back. So the first person everybody thought of was Hayden. So here's what's crazy about our brain. It's so powerful. This morning in the gym, my brain was just telling me you can't do this. And guess what? I didn't do it. I just quit. Then I told myself, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And I did it. Your brain is just so powerful. But the problem with your brain is it doesn't decide good or bad. It doesn't just say, we're not going to apply the bad stuff, because your brain will believe the bad stuff. It will believe the things that you can't do, or you can train it to believe the things that you can do. So you got to start out with very, very basic building blocks if you want to build a winning mindset within your brain. The most important, rewire the brain, says Amanda. The most important thing you can ever do is do exactly what you say you're going to do. Hitting your 8:15 target, is that hard? Hello, is that hard?
No, it's not hard.
It's hard.
Is 8:15 hard? Well, you might have a reason. You might have a valid reason for why 8:15 is hard. Why is 8:15 hard for you?
I stay up late doing things.
So there's nothing in the morning. So yours is just, what time do you wake up?
Probably like at 7:10.
So is it a struggle? Is it a struggle for you to get here by 8:15?
I
rush. Okay. So what is her brain telling her about hitting targets, about believing in herself? I know this is voodoo shit I'm talking about. I know this is crazy, but Tammy Burton, good to see him working on the waiter for my swing. What do you think that's telling herself? See, whenever you're becoming a winner, if it's hard for you to do, does your brain have certainty you can do it, or is it unstable, which creates uncertainty?
I gotta do it.
Yeah, but see, your these beliefs grow. Is she uncertain, or is she certain she's a winner?
Uncertain.
She's uncertain. Why is she uncertain, Van?
Because she waits to the last minute and then rushes.
No, the reason why she's uncertain is she doesn't know if she can do it. It's a challenge. It's a rush. It's something very hard. Does that make sense? Are you sure? Are you sure? So the problem is the brain tracks the result of what you said you're going to do. I'm going to lose weight, then I don't. I'm going to lose weight this time, and I really mean it. I really will lose weight, and if I never do these things, I'll just become a loser, and I just won't do it. Amanda, if you want better for your life, for your future, be a winner to yourself. No days off. If you want your future to be in a place you've dreamed about, you have to make those sacrifices.
I like it.
Thank you, Amanda. Noah said he liked that. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. You've got to train your brain. You've got to train your emotions. You've got to train everything within you that I'm going to do every single thing that I say I'm going to do. So that's why I don't ever tell y'all what to do. I ask, what are you going to do? And then I keep saying, well, hey, if you let yourself down on this, you're going to really let yourself down on these big things. Because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. What are the things that you're telling yourself you're going to do today? And then whatever it takes, you got to do them. So I would tell everybody, what are little small basic things that you can start doing? Very small, very small. And then they build up, okay? So I can't just come out and say, I want us to sell 1,000 houses. I had to start with a smaller number, and I had to show myself that I could do that. So what are some basic things? I wake up every morning at 4:40, and I do it. Now it's no problem for me. I go to the gym every single day, except I'll usually take off Sunday, and every couple of weeks I take off a Thursday. What are the little things that you're going to tell yourself? And you can come up with like 5 things that you're saying to yourself that you're going to do. And then you do it. And your brain starts to remember you're a winner. So give me some things you're going to do, new girl. Just make them up. They don't have to be huge. They can be small things, but your brain has to start believing you're winning.
I want to start exercising more.
I want to start exercising more. Hello, Josh Harrell. We got a surprise for you. You're going to love this tomorrow, Fayeho. So look at Josh. I was at Coach's house Saturday night, and I was bragging on Josh. You know, I'm usually bitching about Josh. But Saturday, I was telling Coach how really about a year ago, Josh went to Flip the Switch. It's a course by Coach, and I think it was last August. Him and Drew both went. But Josh was somebody that probably needed it at the time more than Drew. And since Josh went to Flip the Switch, his commitment level to himself has been, it's really been remarkable. I mean, I can't think of many people that are as committed as Josh. It was not always like this. It was a flip of a switch for Josh. There was times where we would tell Josh to do something and maybe it did or did not get done. There was a lot of things that were just missing in Josh's commitment, not to the team so much, but to himself. Over the last almost a year now, Josh has been extremely committed to that best version of himself. And he has made these non-negotiable beliefs that he's going to do. And he does them every single day. What has been the result of Josh doing this is Josh is his confidence. Van, can you tell a difference in Josh's confidence? I mean, there is a huge difference in Josh's confidence level. He, the dude I guess he's 20 years old now, and he's in an environment where he does not get a pass for his age. He's treated just like the grown-ups, the big boy table. And There was a lot of times where Josh was not following through. And here's what I know. There is a prediction that will be true. If you know somebody that says they're going to do a lot of stuff and they never do it, no matter how they act, no matter what they say, I know how they feel about themselves. And the most powerful thing you can do is wake up, correct, and make yourself feel like you're a winner. Chris Clark, yesterday, just being inside my food truck, moving stuff in and organizing it, just doing something boosted my energy, my confidence, and my drive. Here's what you need to do, Chris. And I came in today with I'm going to like it too. Everybody's liking that comment. I'll like it for you. Hey, I'm going to get them likes up. I came into Van, Larima, and Danny C., and I gave them some things that they need to do. I gave them a little target of what they need to accomplish this week. If they accomplish these things, I know coming into next week they're going to feel better about themselves. And then we're just going to scale that. That means we're going to replace these small level ideas with bigger ideas. Don't go out and try to tackle the world right now if you're not a big believer in yourself. Just start with small things. Mine were my mornings help me win the day. They give me confidence because I say I'm going to do these things every single day. I wake up 4:40. I'm at the gym. Jody, thank you for getting on here. I go to the gym. I go and I eat a healthy breakfast. I come in here. We do if I don't come in and do this show, I feel off. If I don't train in the morning, I feel off. So I've got these lists of things that I got to get done every single day, because what that does is it builds this belief that I can do more. And then you just keep doing more and more and more. So being consistent about these things that you say you're going to do will change your life. Does anybody have any questions? We're missing people. I feel like I'm the only person talking.
I feel like waking up.
Part about all this.
The hardest part.
Is what?
About getting this moving in the right direction. What's the hardest part?
What's the hardest part?
Yeah.
I think the hardest part for people is just starting. I think that's the hardest part. Just start it. Like this morning, I was tired. I didn't. I got my wife on here. Everybody say hello to my wife. Go visit her at the exchange. I think the hardest part for people is, number one, just to get started, and number two, they're trying to figure out too much of the outcome. Just get started. My wife says I get most of my motivation, confidence, and big ideas when I'm working on my business. And damn, I'm all over the place. Where did she go? And not in my business. Everybody saying hello to her. That was my wife on here. But the most important thing that you can do is build your confidence. And building your confidence is not just something that you can just say, hey, like when I hear people say, just be confident. How can you just be something that you're not? Being confident is something that you build. Am I clear on that? Yeah. So what is for the people, I'm going to put somebody on the spot, the new girl. What is one way you can boost your confidence? You can build your confidence? How many people were listening, or how many people are in here thinking about, shit, I got to do this, then I got to do. Hey, how do I get y'all's attention? I say it all the time. Ask you a question. My wife said, hello, friends. What is something that you can do to boost your confidence?
Not care what other people think. Okay.
But what's one thing I said? It's really the main thing, huh?
Make your phone calls.
No. Well, that is something, but the most important thing you can do to build your confidence is say, I'm going to do something, and then do it. It's very simple.
Yes.
Because confidence is built on commitment, follow through. Hey, my wife's trying to take over this show, it looks like to me. Maybe she needs to come up here. I try to get her to come up here and do the morning grind with me from time to time. She should come up here and do it. So it is a good idea. So listen, if you're watching this, if you want to start building your confidence, Bradley, one night we're at dinner. I don't know if y'all know who Bradley is, but he just made it very simple. Your mind, think about this. Every single time you say you're going to do something and you don't, what happens? What do you think about yourself? This is your subconscious self.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. What happens? Let me ask you this, and I'm going to close. whenever you're with, let's just say, a good friend of yours, and they tell you they're going to do something and they don't do it over and over again, how do you feel about them?
Can't follow through.
What do you say about it?
Not a good friend.
Not a good friend. Can't trust them. What, Van?
Irresponsible.
Irresponsible.
Let you down.
Let you down.
Talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap. Do you believe anything they say anymore? Do they become flaky? Okay. Well, here's the damn voodoo part of this. You're talking to yourself and you don't know it because you're the person letting yourself down. Does that make sense to you? You begin to hate yourself. Are you following what I'm saying? Is this clear? If you're on here, if this makes sense, over time, letting yourself down over and over and over again, you begin to hate yourself. You know, so how do you repair that?
Do what you say you're gonna do.
That's exactly right. The first thing I would say, you know what? Gracie, if I let you down all the time, do I need to acknowledge, hey, I'm sorry, I've let you down? Will you forgive me? You need to forgive yourself. You need to acknowledge that you've let yourself down, and you need to say, I'm doing what Noah said. I'm putting my foot in the sand. My words are off today. My foot in the sand, and I'm not doing this shit anymore like this. I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. Josh is somebody that has done this. He got on here and got his damn credit and got off. Where do you think he went? So the end of the story, come up with little things. Little things. I ain't talking about big things. Who in here can do little things? Everybody. So the people that you know that can get shit done, the people that say, I'm going to do something, those are the true believers in themselves. The people that say, the big talkers that don't get anything done, they don't believe in themselves. And I know this because I was the talker that wouldn't get anything done. Van, shut us down. Have a great day. Be committed.